What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to the Punk Rock Review. This is gonna be a little bit different. I was asking people earlier on a stream if anybody was interested in seeing my punk rock cassette tape collection. I love cassettes. I own a label that started out as a cassette label. We're moving into vinyl now, but it started out with my love of cassette tapes. I just love them. I've been a fan of them since I was a little kid. I started my punk rock journey via a bunch of mixtapes that were given to me. I've made and distributed tons of mixtapes, and now made and distributed cassettes on a label for bands that I'm a fan of. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to look at some of my cassettes. I'm not going to show you all of them because I got a bunch that don't matter, but I've got a bunch that are really cool, and I'll highlight probably half of my collection, maybe a little more than that even, but I have too many to show you all of them. I was looking through all of them and I thought, dude, there's no way this would take a 2.5 hour stream, and I don't think anybody wants to sit here for 2.5 hours and see every single cassette tape that I've got. And if you do, let me know. I'll do a part 2 up in here, and I'll show you all the obscure punk tapes that I've got, because none of it's like insane. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll do the highlights right now, and then I'll do like a part 2 with my more obscure ones. That's a pretty good idea, because some of them I need to go listen to again and remember exactly what kind of music they are, if I was honest. But I've got some pretty cool stuff I'm about to show you guys. So buckle up. Let's get ready to talk about some cassettes. I'm not really sure, Ted. I haven't even thought about that yet. Right now I want to talk about cassettes, so I haven't even begun to think about what I'm going to ask Mike Park about. But if you have a specific question, by all means, tell me, let me know. I would love to have input from the audience and the community, because for anybody that's wondering what he's talking about, I'm supposed to have Mike Park from Skankin' Pickle and Asian Man Records on the channel, I think, in about 6 weeks. It's what he said. Midway through November, I think. So, pretty amazing. Let's see here. Okay. Dude, what's up with my stinking phone right now? It's acting real stupid. I'm trying to make sure I can jump up on the chat. Let's see. I was just watching your video about Sosa Soda stealing linoleum. Yeah, bro. I shouted you out a few times on that. That is so crazy. Like, when I saw it, I was blown away. Or when I heard it, rather. It really surprised me at how much that absolutely is a straight bite off of linoleum. Like, that's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. Let's see. Make sure if you're watching this that you like the video. Anybody that's watching it, give us a thumbs up. Also, make sure and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. We're trying to hit 7,000. That's coming up pretty quick. And, if you have the desire to support further, there's Patreon. I got a shirt now. There's a link in the description. There's all kinds of stuff, man. But that's not the most important thing right now. Just like the video, watch the video, comment on this jank, and let's talk some tapes. Sorry for the long, drawn out introduction here. We're going to start with these tapes right here. Let's see. With the exception of one tape, which I have right here. Hold on. I don't know how I didn't have that at the ready. But, okay. So we'll start with these tapes here. This with this. These are all the tapes that I put out in the last, year. So I'll go over some of these real quick and show you what I did, what I've got. So we've got a band out of Washington called Contact. Did this EP and then they promptly broke up. It's really good, like crossover, thrashy, D-beat, crust, hardcore. It's got a little bit of all of it in there. We did 150 on black because they're supposed to hit this. They're supposed to do a big tour, and this was like the very first one I did. I was so bummed out, but we only did 31 copies on this like translucent red, And you'll see a theme with some of my tapes here. If you want any of the stuff that's on my label, hit up my Bandcamp. Most of it is still available. Not all of it, but most of it's still available in small quantities. I got a handful of each one still lying around. Then I did poppers. It's like a I don't know what to call this, like pop punk, rock and roll punk mixed together out of Houston. Bunch of young kids. They're 3-piece out of Houston, really good. Did 100 copies on white, and then we did also did 31 copies on the translucent red. And so like these are really important to me because this is the first stuff that I put out. So without this stuff, I wouldn't be putting out the vinyl that I'm about to put out. And the poppers things, I think they're about sold out. This one I think is almost sold out as well. My next one that I did after that was everybody loves this band, Bullshit Detector. We did the Rat Tail. It's like a single. It's 2 songs. We did 100 copies on this like dark blue. 100 copies come on the dark blue. And then we did, the label's called 31 Records. So that'll tell you why we do 31 of everything. And we did 31 copies on a baby blue. And they all my tapes come with these pressing cards. So you get a serial numbered card. So I don't know. It's just to make them a little bit more unique. Right after that, I did Bullshit Detector's full length on cassette for them. So we did 100 copies on this gray, and then we did 31 on this like burgundy color. It's super nice looking. But the place I get my tapes done at, they're really high quality out of Canada. Then after that, I got to link up with Chris Klink from Born to Lose and Nowhere Bound, and we did the Generation Exit cassette for his new band. And we did let's see, I think we did 100. No. We did 31 on black. We just flipped it around this time. We did 31 tapes on black, and these things came out amazing. And we did 100 of them on the red tapes. Yeah, these look really good. And on all my tapes, you have the whole release on each side, so you don't have to rewind it or flip sides. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. And then I got 2 more. We did Empire Down, Vengeance, Death to Moral Apathy EP. I love the way this came out. These frosted backs. We did 100 copies on this like purple pearl. Like it's beautiful. And then we did 31 copies on this pink and blue split cassette. Dude, I love these tapes. They look awesome. Just, keep it interesting. Like I said, they all come with a little card to let you know that it's serial numbered and everything. And then the last tape that I did this year was the Havoc from LA, street punk band from LA. They've been around for a long time. We did the Translucent Red, 100 copies. And then I also did 31 on this like glittery clear. Dude, how awesome does that look? Yeah, dude, I freaking love this. So that's stuff that I put out in the past year. And like I said, I'm a big tape head. So like anything that I put out because I like it. I put out music that I want to put out. I put out music that's good to me, like stuff that I enjoy. All right, let's see here. All right, let me pull a few things out that I can show you guys and gals. I'm working on a video about the night that Fear crashed SNL. I'm pretty excited about that one. Okay. Okay, so I got some pretty interesting ones here. I know y'all know I've got some Rancid stuff coming up. What kind of tape head would I be if I didn't have Rancid tapes, right? At least, that's my favorite band, so always going to have some of their stuff at the ready. I got some really cool, rare stuff coming up here in a minute. Okay. Ooh, man. Okay. Yeah, we got some crazy stuff coming up. Okay. Okay, so one of the cooler tapes that I've got is this Quarantine Test Sounds from Bullshit Detector. I don't know anybody else that has this, but it's like a super handmade. J-cards all hand done. The tapes are just blank tapes. I think they had like, dude, I don't even know. It might have been like 25 on 2 different colors or something like that. 25 each color. But I had 2 of these. I kind of wish I still had the second one, but what do I need 2 for? Right? And Bullshit Detector, if anybody's wondering, they're like a anti-racist oi band out of Texas. Let's see, what else do we have? Hardcore punk band. Oh, Clinic from Fresno, California. Just a blank. A lot of these are just like blank cassettes. You know, they don't even label them, which I kind of find frustrating. I will never do that on my label because it just seems like it would drive people nuts. If you have a lot of tapes, how are you going to know if you get them mixed up, right? There's a band called Spirit World. They're like Integrity and Ringworm style, like metalcore. I think they're out of Las Vegas. This is the singer Stu used to be in a band called Folsom, and he signed this one for me and gave it to me at a show. It's on this super dope yellow with a black paper label. I don't know how many they made. I'm not sure it really matters much. Most of these, you know, they made a couple hundred, and that's, you know, obvious. There's a band called Sister Wife Sex Strike. They have an EP called Pre-Op, and this one's pretty scarce. I bought this at the show. I know they sold out of these. I think they made 100 copies of it, but it's a translucent red with a paper label. I don't know what's up with the paper label thing. I hate paper labels. Like, I think they look way better when it's printed on the tape, personally. I bought this Sikkim demo EP. I think they're out of Atlanta, I think. But I bought this in Pittsburgh when I saw them play. They were really good. They had yellow copies. I think they had yellow, and I think they had black. But I kept a yellow one. Rogue Sang is like a... I think this is a French band, but look at that tape. It's like post-hardcore, oi, hardcore mixed together. Not quite cold oi, but like headed in that direction a little bit. A little more on the hardcore side. But if I remember correctly. But it's just a few songs. But I think this label is the same label that put out Syndrome 81 stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Symphonyofdestruction.org, I think. Good stuff, though. Speaking of Syndrome 81, I haven't even opened this one yet. I got a Syndrome 81 cassette. I love this album. It's just really good. But I got a cassette on green. I don't know how many they made, but this is one of my favorite albums that I've discovered in the last few years. Let's see here. All right, I got Wisdom in Chains, The God Rhythm. It's just one of my favorite bands. I love this band. They're a like a hardcore band, but they've got a lot of metal and a lot of punk influences. They're a really good amalgamation of punk, metal, and hardcore. They're out of Pennsylvania, but this one came on a purple tape. This is one of the very first tapes that I ever bought when I got my tape player in my house. Shout out to my boy Billy Stewart, who gave me my boombox that I use probably more than anything else. This band called The Jolts. This album's called No Paradoxes. It's just a good, like, rock and roll. Like, if you like Turbo Negro, stuff like that, this is a good rock and roll band. 70s flavor rock and roll stuff. There's a band called Repair out of Canada, rather. They are really good, and I had them on the podcast a while back. They've got 2 bands. I can't remember the other band's name for some reason, but this one, dude, this is, this. If you like good old like 90s, I don't want to call it beatdown hardcore, but look at what the artwork looks like, and if you like Judge and you like Slapshot, stuff like that, you'll like Repair. Really good band. Man, I wish I could remember what Split Tongue sounded like. I remember really liking this one, but there's a band called Split Tongue, Living in Sin City. I remember liking this one quite a bit, but I don't remember much about it, like, in hindsight. Oh, yeah. This Liberty and Justice tape that I got, Dude, I bet that's pretty desirable right now. Did you listen to the Co-Defendants, Fat Mike's new band? It's not Fat Mike's new band. He's hardly ever in that band. But yeah, I know Co-Defendants. He played bass in their first iteration, but he's not really in that band. It's Sam and Cheshky. This one's got 9 Years Down, Immigrant Rock and Roll, Anabolic Action, and With Time on it. 4-song EP, like demo. I don't know if it's split up. Let's see. Oh, dude, it's got like the hand stenciled Liberty and Justice on there. Oh, it's so dope. And I didn't mean to sound like a jerk either, Ted, when I said that. I'm like, but as far as I understand it, Fat Mike is really not in that band. Puffer. Oh, man. Live and Die in the City. Demo 2022. This came out and blew my mind. This is like oi music. Yeah, it's just good oi music. But it's got a really interesting vocalist. Like the vocals on this are really good. Very different. I have an original copy of Blink-182 Cheshire Cat. Not really a tape I even really cared about keeping, honestly. It's probably going to end up in my new shop. But this is original. Look at that thing. It's in pretty good shape. I've played it all the way through a few times. What year did this come out? 1995, dude. 1995. I got a copy of CMI Summertime Skinhead on cassette. This was really desirable last year. I'm not sure how much it's being sought after right now, but really good high quality tape on white with black print. Just a nice looking. The presentation on this is really good. A Battle Scarred Records cassette. 2022 CMI UF. This is one of their first releases. Dude, okay, I'm going to save those for last. Okay, hold on. How do you feel about Co-Defendants, Ted? I like them, but I like Get Dead a little bit better, but Co-Defendants are really good. Cheshky's really a sweet dude. I've been trying to get... I've had Cheshky on the show before. I'm trying to get Sam to get on the show. He said he would do it like 3 different times, but he's yet to show up. I mean, he's a really busy guy. Like I'm not trying to be a jerk about it or anything. Let's see here. Okay. We're getting to the nitty gritty here. Oh, that band, Repair. The other band that they have is called Crash. It's like D-beat crust punk. How crazy is that those dudes have a hardcore band and like a D-beat band? Also very good. Dude, I should do like a review of those two like consecutively and listen to them on the channel with y'all or something. That'd be a weird mix of songs or mix of sounds rather. Okay. Where did I had I had something I wanted to show y'all. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Derek says, I need to get that Offspring Smash and Green Day Insomniac again on cassette. The good old days. I have Smash on cassette at my store if you want a copy. So let me know, Derek. I can get you. Hit me up on Instagram if you want it. So I got a copy of Social Distortion, Somewhere Between Heaven and Hell. Just a classic. Maybe my favorite Social D record, honestly. I got a vintage, actually old copy of Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. Let's Face It. Dude, this thing is old. Yeah, dude, you know I got you, Derek. If that's something you want, man, let me know. I got you, brother. Oh man, I haven't even busted this open. Y'all heard this band called Bricks? Dude, this is a good oi band. Oh shit, that's awesome. All right. I've got 2 different tapes from, I believe they're from New York, but it might be Chicago. I'm pretty sure it's New York. The Stress Never Die is their first album on cassette. I have it on vinyl too. No, I have it on CD, so I didn't open the tape yet. But I did open up More Than You'll Ever Be, which is their new EP. Dude, I like Never Die, but this is fantastic music, dude. Shout out to The Stress, man. Great, like, oi, hardcore mixture. Mentality 81, 2023 demo. Members of Syndrome 81. Good French stuff. Good French hardcore. Oi. The Slads, Tough Time. Shout out to the Slads, dude. Good oi band. I think they're out of Pittsburgh, but they have another tape that came out before this one that I just can't find. I want it so bad. I love this band. Oh, recently they reissued Operation Ivy's Energy on cassette, right? I don't remember how many they did, but they did this white and black tape, right? It's a split tape. Come on. There we go. So it's like a. You remember that? Has anybody played that game Othello? I think that's what it's called. You know more punk bands than most punkers I ever met. Truly astonishing. I don't really feel like I do, man. Maybe. I don't know. I know quite a few, but there's a lot of people. Dude, Nitty, he knows more than I do. That guy's got a wealth of knowledge. Wait till you hear us talk tomorrow. We had a really good conversation about our top 5 punk bands of the 2020s. They also did a copy of the tape on with like the image on the cassette, which I had to have this. I had to have this. I mean, I appreciate the kind words, Derek. I feel like I'm a novice, dude. I feel like I don't know anything. Dude, check this out. An old vintage copy on Epitaph of About Time. It's like a top 3 Pennywise album to me. It's in fantastic shape. I bought this one in Vegas, I think. Dude, look at that. I'm going to Vegas next weekend. I'm going to meet Jesse Michaels of Operation Ivy, dude. I can't believe that's happening. Oh, that's so rad. You have introduced me to over 100 bands. That's amazing. I try, bro. Then we have Against the Grain on cassette. This is an old vintage copy too. Bro, look at the condition of these though. Like, they're in phenomenal shape. Whew. Whew. Sheesh. I got my favorite Metallica album is Kill 'Em All. I picked up a copy on cassette just to, why not? It's about as punk rock as metal gets. This is an old cassette too. It's an old copy. It's in good shape. I wouldn't call it like great. Hey, if anybody wants to buy some punk CDs and vinyl and shit off me, I'm setting up my Discog stores. Linked. It's gonna be linked in all the videos now. I just barely started it. I've only got a couple hundred things on there right now, but we will have a ton of music on Discogs, and I ship all around the world, and I pack very safely. So, you know, if you want to support the channel and you don't want to do it through Patreon or something like that, but you wouldn't mind buying an album or something, maybe that's something you like. Maybe I don't. I'm just throwing that out there. I got to do this because this is how I make my money now. It's fucking... Oh, man. Dude, that place is a hot mess right now at Alamo, man. Like, I guess they're, like, just firing everybody. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Pledge of Defiance, man. My first Total Chaos tape that I've ever owned. On tape. I had a CD of this back in high school. But I think I bought this one for like $5, which I thought was a pretty fantastic deal. And then I got... Oh, dude. Verbal Abuse. Rocks Your Liver. On white. Check that shit out. Ooh. That's dope. Okay. I'm getting to the real cool shit. Alright, I got this band called No Heads. I think, if I'm not mistaken, one of the dudes from... You know what? Let me figure this out real quick. Let's see. No Heads. They're from Richmond, Virginia. Let's see. I think they have somebody like prominent in their band. Let's see here. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Members of the Virus and Mindset are in this band. It's like good rock and roll punk rock, dude. This is a really good like rock and roll punk. Damn, that band's good. Oh. Where is... Yeah. Okay. Oh man, I forgot all about this. All right, I got a few more. Bro, if you've never heard Total Chaos, you got to get with it, man. Trash Mags out of Houston, Under Siege tape. This is Ryan from Liberty and Justice, one of his other projects. Obviously, it's my jam. I love that dude so much. Pure Impact, 2121 demo. I think this is just a hardcore band. I can't remember. I remember listening to it, liking it, buying it, and then I probably haven't listened to it since, which doesn't make a lot of sense when you think about it. I spent a lot of money that I probably shouldn't spend. I want more thrash punk in my life like the Exploited. You should. Exploited are a good band. Mutant Genes. This is like a good, like, rock and roll. I don't know what to call this, dude. It's just like rock and roll. But if you look at the cover art, it's exactly what you think it is. Thrashy. Dude, there's thousands of bands like that. I don't even know how to, like, I mean, shit, dude. I have DRI crossover at my shop too, bro. Yeah, I mean, you want it on cassette? There's so many bands like that. I mean, there's so many. I don't even know where to begin. Like that thrashy crossover punk. I mean, yeah, just look up Exploited and DRI, and then go on their Spotify, I guess, and then look at like the bands that are like, you know, people like this. They listen to this too, and it'll show you a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I don't have faves. I don't listen to that kind of music very much. I listen to mostly like rock and roll punk. D-Beat's good stuff, man. There's a lot of good D-Beat out there. You have a tape player, JJ? Dude, check this out. That Contact tape that I put out. See what this is? One of one. Look, not even labeled. It's just a blank black tape. One of one. Contact Trauma test tape. What's cooler than that is this one. Bullshit Detector Rat Tail test tape. One of one. Check that shit out. Boy. Come on. Man, this thing has a hard time focusing when it's like looking at my face. Sorry, I'm bad at doing this angle thing. There we go. But anyways, it's a test tape, one of one. That's one of my favorite things that I own. I got this band called Loose Lid. I think they're just like a hardcore band, if I'm not mistaken. Like a fastcore, like just fast. Not a lot of heavy breakdowns, not a lot of metal. It's mostly punk type hardcore. And we're really getting into the nitty gritty now. I'm wrapping it up though, I promise. Crime of Passing. It's like this post-punk, new wave type stuff. Just really good, sad, slow, dark, echoey music. I love this band. We have Metrics. Think like Devo, but more punk. And then shout out to Chris Klink, dude. He introduced me to this band, New Junk City. It's like Gaslight Anthem style, maybe a little more punk than that, but just like good old rock and roll punk. Okay, let's get into the really interesting stuff. Okay, what do I want to show y'all first? I already know what I want to show y'all last. Okay, all right, I got like 10 more and we'll get out of here. I got this Indestructible tape, but if you look at it, it looks all funny. It's from Indonesia. Like, the Indonesian stuff is really interesting. They'll have like songs missing. Like, look at the cassette tape. Does that look legit to you? Because it's not. Dude, I think it's let's see. Yeah, the print is all off on it. Yeah, this is super bootleg. I love it, man. Shout out to Indonesian Punk, dude. I tried to do that video and it just never got off the ground. It was very difficult. I got another Indonesian copy of Let's Go. Look at this. How crazy is that? Look, there's no like posts, and then the J card doesn't have like holes in it anywhere. Let's see what this tape looks like. This one looks a little bit better. At least it has Epitaph's like logo on it or some, something. But I mean, does that look legit to anybody else? I love Indonesian stuff specifically. I mean, I've been talking about that for a long time. Oh wow, even the artwork on the inside. I don't know. That might be pretty similar to what it was on the Epitaph release, but yeah, look at this. That's not on any Rancid Let's Go album that I've ever seen. I love it. I need to get a legit copy of Let's Go on cassette. I don't have one right now. But look at the spine. Metalizer. That's awesome. Let's see. Okay, I've got And Out Come the Wolves from Indonesia. Let's compare that with... Nope, not that. Alright, here's the real one. This is the real one. This is the one from Indonesia. I like it though. I think it's awesome. And then one of the very first presents, like gifts that my wife bought me a long time ago, she bought me this 4-song single, Rancid for promotional use only, so don't fuck around. It's a cassette tape with, it's got Ruby Soho, Roots Radicals, Time Bomb, and Junkie Man of all things. It's a weird combination of songs. Then I've got the new album on a yellow tape. I think they made like, 500 on yellow or something like that. But they only made 100 on gold. It might be 50, but I think it's 100. It was not a lot, and I got one. I could not believe I got one of these. That's dope. And I paid like actual like retail price for it, like $20 or $15 or something like that. Okay, we're wrapping things up. I got 4 more tapes to show you guys. These are my coolest tapes. These are my favorite tapes. That gold one is a top 5 tape for me. What's up, Sam? How you doing, bro? Okay. I found a copy of Alkaline Trio, Good Morning. But if you look at the very bottom there, it says Hanya untuk Dual di Indonesia. I guess that means made in Indonesia. But this is an Indonesian tape too. Look at this, dude. This is so crazy, bro. I love Indonesia. But look how they spelled morning. That's awesome, dude. It's spelled wrong. That makes me so happy. But, somebody over there bought these and listened to them and loved them, dude. This was like the only way that they could get their music over there. There's a thriving tape market and there's a thriving like cassette scene still in Indonesia right now, and it's amazing. All right, my last 2 cassettes that I'm gonna, or 3 cassettes that I'm gonna show you guys. This is crazy, okay? These are my favorite. Okay, I missed you yesterday. I'll be on here Sunday. Get hyped for my requests. I am hyped for your requests, Sam. We got a good thing coming up pretty soon, man. I'm hyped, dude. I'm hyped. Okay. Original 1996 in like excellent condition Suicide Machines, Destruction by Definition. I even have an extra copy from 1996 at my shop right now, but this one is like mint. I don't even want to listen to it because it's so nice. I will because, well, that's why I have it. But look at this thing. Sorry. How is this? Whatever, man. Take my word for it. It's awesome. Oh, dude. So many bands are popular over in Indonesia. It's weird. Okay, these are my top 2 cassette tapes. All right. Get ready to trip out, guys. 1990 Operation Ivy. Like, actually from 1990, okay? The way you can tell is there's no barcode. The way you can tell that this one's from 1990 and not earlier is that it has the clear plastic cassette. The only one that was before this would be this one. 1989, very first press on the white tape. This one's got some, it's aged a bit, but this is the first one. This is the one. 1989 and 1990. Operation Ivy cassettes, both pre-barcode, both on Lookout Records. These are my two favorite tapes by a mile. And then I think after that, it would be the Suicide Machines, Destruction by Definition, the Rancid demos, because my wife got me that as a gift, and then probably the Gold, Tomorrow Never Comes. But yeah, man, that's a glimpse into my cassette tape collection. It's most of all my good stuff. I don't have a giant collection, but what I've got, I love. I'll get some more cool tapes sooner or later. I really enjoy cassettes, so I need to figure out like another gold tape to get. You know what I have at my shop that I don't have here is I have got Walk Among Us from the 80s, and I also have a second copy that's sealed. I have it at my shop, so I don't collect Misfits, stuff like that, but yeah, that's pretty rad. But these are all my cassettes, like that I listen to and play at my house or whatever. But yeah, man, that didn't take too long. I thought it was gonna take longer than that, but I'm gonna go and log off, take a quick break, and I'm gonna work on this Fear on SNL video that I'm doing. That's an interesting story. What a crazy night that was. Those dudes destroyed that place. But yeah, man, if you are a fan of this stuff, like the video, like the stream, comment on it, share it. Follow me on Instagram. Check out my Patreon. Pick up a t-shirt, man. We got the Pedro dog shirt. It is what it is. T-shirt available now. There's a link in the description. If you don't see it, I'll put it up there in a few minutes. You can get a hoodie for like $40. I think that's a pretty good deal right now for a printed hoodie. I have those also. Op Ivy tapes. Seen Ransom many times in Op Ivy when I was super young. Yeah, but you're not from Houston. Like, bro, the fact that I wound up with those tapes is crazy. Do you have the old ones like that, or do you have the new represses? You seen the SNL footage? Yeah, I'm about to make a good video on that. But yeah, I'm pretty tired, man. It's been a long week. And next week I get to go see Terrifier. Thanks, Cam. I appreciate you, broski. I'm going to go see Terrifier 2 and 3 with my kiddo. And then next Sunday I'm going to go out to Vegas and meet Jesse Michaels. And I still can't believe I'm doing that. So crazy, man. So crazy. Yeah, like it the heck up, folks. Come on, dudes. All right, guys. I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a great night. It was a pleasure hanging out with you guys. And